here. Let these troubled days be done. I tell you, come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time of love is here. Let these troubled days be done. Come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time of love is here. Let these troubled days be done. I tell you, come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time of love is here. Let these troubled days be done. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Dr. Herbert Harris, and this is our Success Thought number 24. And our topic for today is develop your imagination. As you know, our topics are taken from our book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success, the Superachiever Edition. It's available on Amazon. Be sure to get the Superachiever Edition. I think either Kindle or paperback. And it's also available through our website, www.herbertharris.com. That's www.herbertharris.com. Thank you so much for joining us on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. We've been really doing a discussion today. This whole, I think probably the last 4 or 5 programs have been about your self-image. You know, the fact that your self-image is the starting point for all of your life experiences. And so as a result, how you see yourself really determines the level of success that you achieve. Even if your self-image is not compatible with accepting a huge amount of money, if you got it, chances are over a period of time it may disappear. So your self-image is it's like a vase, you know, and when we have flowers at home, we put our flowers in a vase. It's like a vase through which everything that you interact and experience in life goes through that vase, is processed through that vase. Your self-image may be like glasses, where everything you see is through the lens of your glasses. So let's look at this for a moment. The fact that to improve your self-image, and this is possible, this can be done. As a matter of fact, this must be done, especially if your self-image is one that is not compatible with what you're trying to accomplish. So we talked about ways to achieve our self-image. There are really about 12 ways, at least 12 ways. And the first, of course, was to be honest with yourself. We dealt with that yesterday. But today we're going to talk about the second way to improve your self-image is to develop your imagination. Lundy Monroe, one of my classmates, thanks so much for joining us on YouTube today. Thank you, my friend. We're talking about developing your imagination. You see, when you start to create the person that you would like to be, the person that you would like to see in your self-image, your imagination becomes the blueprint. Albert Einstein said that imagination is more powerful than knowledge because imagination is not limited. It's unfettered by our perceptions of reality. Everything that we see is really our own interpretation of a universal experience. You know, when we see a tree, it's our own interpretation of a tree. So when we talk about improving our self-image by developing our imagination, recognizing that our imagination is the blueprint for our future, it is truly the first step in the creative process. There's a beautiful scripture that says, where there is no vision, the people perish. But they that keepeth the law, happy are they. So our life should be driven by the vision we have of what we want to be, do, and have. If we have no vision for ourselves, our life has no direction. It's like having a GPS. We call it your success GPS in your car, and you don't program a destination. So as a result, your GPS has absolutely no use, no value, no matter how much you paid for it, no matter how sophisticated or complicated it is. If you have no destination, it is worthless. Similarly, in our lives, if we have no vision for ourselves, then we can be like thistles in the wind, blowing hither, thither, and yon. When we have a vision for ourselves, we can become like stars on a predetermined trajectory to the realization of our purpose. The law referred to in the scripture is the universal law of thought. So happy, though that keepeth the law, happy are they. If you can think it, you can do it. If you can visualize it, you can become it. The first law of success says that a mind, shall have whatsoever it thinks, the rational part of the thought, in its heart, the feeling aspect of the thought. So this idea of having a vision says that if you can have the thought and the feeling about it, and then project that thought into something you can see, you can realize it. If you can think it, you can do it. If you can visualize it, you can become it. Through your imagination, nothing is impossible. Someone once said, Dr. Harris, that things are impossible. There's certain things that are impossible. No, impossible simply means it hasn't been done yet. We were looking at the Olympics yesterday, and the fellow set a new world record in one of the sprinting, one of the track and field events. Had never been done before. There was a time when the 4-minute mile was thought to be impossible. I mean, literally for hundreds of years, people thought that the 4-minute mile was impossible. There were all kinds of explanations of why a human being could not run a 4-minute mile, but then somebody did it. So it's only impossible because it has not been done. Because if you can think it, you cannot have a thought that cannot manifest. Your level of consciousness and your vibration should complement that thought, but just the fact that you have the thought means it's possible. You can develop your imagination by reading stimulating material. As they say, leaders are readers. Reading is like feeding your mind every day, just as you feed your body. You skip a day eating, you know it. You skip 2 days, you really know it. Well, the same thing is happening in our minds when we don't learn something new. When we don't read something new, it literally helps our minds become more complacent, heading towards mediocrity. Get involved with exciting, successful people who can expand your realm of experience. Get involved with exciting, successful people who can expand your realm of experience. My friend with us today on YouTube, Dr. Monroe, has been a president of many colleges. And one of the beautiful things is that he's always been a person that saw a way to make things better. Hang out with people like him. I'll tell you something. You hang around people who know more than you do, you're going to get smarter. I often tell my son, if you're the smartest one in the group, you need to change the group. So get involved with exciting, successful people who can expand your realm of experience. Meditate. I'm going to say that again. Meditate daily and engage in artistic endeavors. I never thought I'd become a gardener, but I find now that when you look at the flowers in the garden, it creates a certain mindset. It creates a beauty that I hadn't really considered before. I guarantee you that in your lives right now, look at some of the things around you and see the beauty in them. It's the moment you say, wow, what beautiful thing this is. It opens up an entirely new vibration within. See more possibilities in every experience and in every relationship. Sometimes in entrepreneurship, when people look at a business, there are some people that say, well, how much does it cost to get involved in this business? They're looking at it from the position of where they are right now. How much does it cost? There are others who look at a business opportunity as, how much can I make? Looking at it from the perspective of impossibility, the perspective of unlimited possibilities. Even in relationships, when you're around people who know more than you do. And I'm not, disparaging anyone. I'm just saying that everybody's an expert about something. When you see the most profound, the most recognized brain surgeon on the highway with a flat tire, trust me, he's not looking for another brain surgeon. He's looking for somebody who knows how to fix that tire. So everybody has a genius of their own. Your imagination can expand that genius. Once you recognize who you really are, then you can expand that genius to do incredible things. Once your vision, your thoughts about yourself and the world, once your vision, your thoughts about yourself and the world, once it is firmly grounded in your imagination, then nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. There's no vision that you can fail to realize. Once your vision and your thoughts about yourself are congruent, it creates a vibration that attracts into your space exactly that you desire. I'll end with a quote from our book. Where your imagination leads, your reality will follow. Let's put that in the first person, folks. Where my imagination leads, my reality will follow. Write it in the chat. Write it in your mind. Where my imagination leads, my reality will follow. Wow. So thank you so much for being with us today. We once again talked about how to improve your self-image. So we talked yesterday about be honest with yourself, and today about creating and developing your imagination so that anything that you can see, you can be. Anything that you can visualize, you can realize. The moment you give your attention to something, your vibrations to something, you put in motion the ability to make it happen. So once again, closing out, this is Dr. Herbert Harris with our success thought for the day. Develop your imagination. So let's close it out with song. Here we go. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done. I tell you, come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done. All right, folks. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. for another success thought. I ask you to do me a favor and share this broadcast with at least 3 other people. The things that we share together will make us all clearer, stronger, and lead us to our destiny and our purpose, always knowing that the best is yet to come. So let's close it out with our song. Here we go. This is a brand new day. Don't leave it up to the other man or to another day. Take your life into your hands. Make it work out your way. It's not the number of times you stumble down and fall upon the ground. It's the number of times you pick yourself up and keep on moving on to reach your goal. All right, folks, this is our song. The Time to Love is here. It's available on Amazon, on iTunes, and on Spotify. Share it with some other people, always knowing that the best is yet to come. See you tomorrow morning, 8 a.m.